Were you able to get your dinner out of the way?
Yes. Yeah. I ate and I was ready to go. What about you?
Well, I made myself, I wanted to have some Parmesan potatoes.
Oh.
So I put them in the oven while I was feeding the dogs, and then I forgot about them.
Oh no.
So when I went back, they were, yeah, the Parmesan had burnt on the potatoes. And
Yeah.
I tried to eat a couple. I was like, nah, nothing
Oh.
tastes worse than burnt Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. Like I hate the smell of parm, but oh my gosh, it tastes so good.
Ugh. So I was going to make chicken and dumplings tonight, but it takes so long because I had the migraine and everything earlier.
No.
And having to worry about the dogs, I was like, you know what? I was going to make it for myself a big batch and have it for the couple of days while Tim was gone. And because he doesn't like chicken and dumplings, it was something, when they were growing up and was staying with his grandmother for a while, helping her out.
Yeah.
She had a certain set of meals 7 days a week, and it was the same thing weekly.
Oh, yeah.
So he burned out on it. So he doesn't like chicken and dumplings. So I'm going to make it tomorrow. I'm going to get up and early afternoon. I'm just going to, because Tim will be home later in the evening. I think around, let's see, I think he lands around either 5 or 7. And when he comes in, and then the drive home, I'm going to just go ahead and make it for myself and then have him just pick something up on the way home.
Well, that
So,
sounds so good. I like to have, may had to end up fixing some. I think it's supposed to, or not snow, but it's supposed to rain all next week and be kind of chilly. I may have to do that. Some chicken and dumplings.
huh. Well, my pops, my mom's husband, made it for us when I went down there. And it was really good. And there's several different hacks that you can do to make it. But he showed me, instead of doing it the hack way, the easy way, he made them homemade. Hey, Victoria. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the video and just show people how it's done.
Right.
Um, a simple recipe and stuff like that. Because I'm more about the dumplings. I don't need the chicken, but you kind
No.
of need the chicken to form your broth.
Yeah.
Some people think no, you could just add your seasonings and boil the water, but something about that chicken in there, the flavor of the chicken,
Yes.
you have to have it. Even though I don't personally, the chicken will be taken out and fed to the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like chunks of, like, that's one thing that I love about Cracker Barrel is that they don't have the chunks of chicken in it. That's my mom used to do that, but hers was like shredded, and
Yep.
I'd have to pick around it to eat the dumplings because I just couldn't. It just didn't taste right to me. Like, I don't know.
Do you know my favorite part at Cracker Barrel is you can order just the dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need to get, yeah, they have the chicken and dumplings, but then they have that gigantic pot. Hey, Kobe fan, of just the dumplings. So I'll order the vegetable platter, the 4.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just get 4 little cups of the dumplings, and then me and Tim will order like the fried chicken. And he likes the white meat, I like the dark meat, so we'll share the chicken, and we have our just the vegetable platters. Like he'll get the corn and the green beans or something with the cornbread, and then I'll get the dumplings.
God, that sounds good. Even though
I
I just
know.
ate, I'm getting hungry again.
I might actually stay up tonight and just make the dumplings since the potatoes didn't turn out so good. I know
No.
it takes a good hour and a half because you want to let those dumplings cook and all that
Yeah.
broth. So, how
Yes,
you doing,
definitely.
Spencer? Hey, Roland,
Hey,
Roland,
Roland.
Roland.
Hey, Spencer. Cope.
Let me turn the volume down because it's like, wait a minute, my phone's a beeping. They're going off the hook. A couple of us took bets behind the scenes about who would or wouldn't talk about us, like they said they would. They were going to ignore all of us from here on out,
Right.
and we all took bets, just $5 bets on when the day would be that we would be talked about, and it was just said today, and I'll be damned if it was already broke. So the person who voted for today, we all have to pay him $5. So he made a little bit of money off of us tonight.
Nice.
Got to make it interesting and fun.
Well, yeah, that's what it's all about, is having some fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you got to suffer, we got to have some fun at the suffering too. So
Heck
hope everybody's having a good night tonight. We're just waiting for a few more to come in because we changed our time. We have our normal topic for the first half, and then we have our rapping contest the second half. of our show with a special one of a kind prize. And what
Yep.
I mean by one of a kind, there will be only be one
Yep.
person that will actually have this prize tonight. Hey,
Yep.
Rock On.
Hey, rock on.
I'm hoping to hear from Muff pretty soon because I need her rapping video. So I
Yeah,
hope
that's
every
right.
go
I
ahead.
was thinking today was Friday for some reason. I guess my husband, he's got to work tomorrow all day. Like he's basically going to be like on a 24-hour shift. So I'm
Wow.
gonna be by myself and he's here today. Normally he's at work. And I kept thinking that today was Friday. It's like thrown me all off.
I thought today was Thursday or Friday myself. And then it hit me. Wait a minute, today's only Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. It is on. Okay, never mind. Yeah,
You thought today
today
was
I'm off.
Thursday, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm all off. It's thrown like his schedule where it's changed up this week. It's thrown me completely off apparently.
That is true.
No Spencer, because you just mentioned your hat.
Well, I think Roland got him first.
Oh, did he? I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
He told him
Oh,
to put his
no.
hat on.
He's getting picked on. Did you hear about what he done?
No.
He was supposed to come up on Seth and Brookie's this morning or this afternoon, whenever it was, and he didn't show. He had told him he'd be up in like an hour, and he never came up. So everybody's got to pick on him now or troll him until he comes up on their panel.
Oh.
Mhm.
All right. Hey, Skulls.
Hey, schools.
I can't because he at first it was fun. Everybody was just trying because he started it, and we
Yeah,
tried to keep him. And we're like, come on, you can't, Spencer. You why are you going for the big boys first? Start at the
right.
bottom. You
Got to work
know
your way up.
the low level trolling in the channels. Well, then he decided to go over to Jaws and tell Jaws that he was being picked on over in ours. But he didn't tell everybody that he started it off by like we were talking, and he was like, "Well, I think dicks taste like salty French fries," and it's like,
Yeah,
"What?"
I remember that.
And from that moment on, it's just been, so, but he's got enough on him that I just,
No.
I'll just watch and let him have fun with others. And,
Oh yeah.
you should have started with Dustin. We tried to
Yep.
tell you, you can't even beat those of us who don't troll, but can spit. You couldn't even last against me and Harley. But you went right for Sin, Joe, HBR, Roland. Yeah,
Yep. We all tried to warn you.
we did. I think there wasn't one person who didn't try to warn him.
No. Hey, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
He's getting good though. I give it like he's getting better.
Yeah,
I've noticed. So
he's got to quit using other people's trolling him to go back at them. He has to
mm,
come up with his own. And all he has to do is watch them and use something about them. Like
yeah.
when Sin is messing with me, I go, whatever, he likes to talk about, tongue punching,
Hmm.
protein. So he comes at me about hairspray. So you got to make it funny by doing something that comes back at him. That's something that's in the community or that friends are doing. You can't steal somebody else's diss that they used on you to come back at them.
Uh-huh.
So, but he definitely is a good sport.
Yes.
And we were accused of harassing him and how disgusting we were. And it's like,
Yeah.
Spencer knows he asked for it because we were all trolling each other and he wanted to be trolled. And now he knows he's part of the community, the family.
Yep.
So it's all in good fun. We
Yep.
won't let anybody else come after and attack him, but we
Oh,
will.
well, exactly.
No, Denise, we're doing that the second half of our show. We will be doing the wrapping picture or wrapping videos. The only one is I lost Muff Pies. And so if anybody sees Muff Pie, uh, I reached out to her that I needed her to resend. Um, I thought she sent it because, yeah, she said she sent it to my email and I couldn't find it.
Wow.
So, All right. I know there's probably a lot going on because we're not used to being at this hour, but
No,
uh, Maka had some issues earlier, and then I had a couple issues, and we knew Tim was going live, and a lot of people were going live, so we didn't want to stomp anybody. So we thought we'd go prime time for tonight.
we're making prime time, baby.
Prime time, baby. So you had a subject that you wanted to talk about involving about women, and it does affect men and stuff
Mhm.
too. And we didn't get to it last week. Do you
So,
want to tell everybody what we're going to be talking about today, Maka?
um, we will be talking about sex work industry, including prostitution, triple X videos, I guess you could say, or shows, however you want to put it.
Sounds good. Hey, MMC. Is it what we want to discuss as our opinions? Now, remember, we are not reporters, we are not professionals. These are just our thoughts, our opinions
Yes,
for entertainment purposes only.
yes.
But we want to touch on the pros and cons and our opinions of
Hmm.
sex work, the benefits to it,
Hmm.
why some people might actually get into sex work, the risks, the dangers, but yet also is it beneficial to make it legal or not legal and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, would you like to start us off? Where do you want to start today about sex workers?
Um, let's see. I guess we could start at the, I guess at the beginning, like how most people become,
Sounds
and then
good.
work our way from there.
Why do you think uh, give one reason why you think women go into the sex work?
I think some of it is that they want attention or affection from people. That's
Okay.
one of the reasons why I think they do.
For me, one reason I would give is some I honestly believe they were either witnessed a sexual trauma or an attack on somebody close to them, or they were a victim of
Yeah.
some kind of sexual assault or trauma or harassment as a child.
Hmm.
And that's what they know. Um,
Yeah.
to touch on yours is, well, I'm going to let you touch on yours. Touch on mine. I think that if they were traumatized at an early age, that they lose a lot of self-esteem.
Hmm.
um, they don't feel worthy. A lot of people I've noticed, if they're raped, I've known people that cut their hair. They go the opposite of how they used to act. If they
Hmm.
were extroverts, they become introverts. If they dress flashy, they started dressing baggy,
Yes.
hiding themselves, cut their hair off, no makeup. They kind of turn on themselves. They kind of punish themselves.
Yes.
So in my mind, they would become whores or prostitutes,
Hmm.
sex workers or porn stars, whatever, however that industry all goes, is
Yeah.
because they've lost all. That's what they think they're only good for or worthy about.
Yeah.
What about yours on your subject? What makes you think that about that?
I guess it would be about the same because I mean, they're starving for attention because they didn't have any growing up. They want affection because they didn't have any either growing up or, in their life. So I mean, I guess it would probably be about the same. I mean,
Mm. Think
it's
they're hottie toddy and that they're so pretty, and then they get knocked down a pet or something. They need that attention to make them feel special, for even if it's only for 15 minutes,
yeah.
going down on a strange guy's dick or being pushed up against the wall and taken.
Hmm.
Okay. Do
No,
you have
there
it?
is.
Another reason? Do you have any? What's another reason that you think people get into prostitution or that lifestyle?
Um, I mean, maybe for a thrill, just, not knowing what's going to happen next. Like, depending, if you're who you're with, like whether it's out on the street or in, the what would you call it? What are those houses called?
Uh, Whorehouses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the thrill of the next person, like
Kind of
what
like
type.
people who like bungee cord off of bridges and stuff like that, kind
Yeah,
of the high risk,
yeah,
and
like
okay.
adrenaline, I guess maybe.
Okay. For me, another is runaways. They run away because they're in an abusive home. And it still goes back to either physical, sexual, or mental abuse, verbal abuse. And they run away and realize, I kind of messed up and they have nothing to do. They get hooked up with the wrong people. And, you know, they
Hmm.
end up in that life.
And skulls, I think that too. What happens between two adults is nobody's business. But I also feel that some people that are in the industry, I guess you could call it an industry, also sometimes, I mean, you got to consider there is people that's forced to do it.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is, sex workers out there that are forced to do it.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you on, you know, to a point.
I think that it is private business on what goes on between two people, whether it's if they're consenting. But there are so many that are not consenting. They're ran by pimps, whether it be family members, boyfriends, strangers on the street,
Yes.
that are forced into it. But you also got the women that if they attack other women,
Hmm.
and you find and they're whores, but yet they're calling other women whores. Well, then you know what? You have a right to blast them.
Right.
They want the attention, give it to them.
Hmm.
But like Witch says, she had a friend who it kept her in control. She had no attachment. So I wonder, with her not being hurt, she got the attention through sex. If she wasn't, that's where we were going, which is maybe in the past when she was younger, the reason she wants no attachment is because she was molested or abused as a kid and shut down. So knowing that that's the power over most men is sex,
Hmm.
they take that control back and they feel in control, like, well, I might as well get paid doing this, where instead of just giving it for free.
Hmm. That's a good way of looking at it also.
Now, women aren't the only
No,
prostitutes.
no.
You have the men in the sex work, and
Mhm.
there was started to be more and more come the 80s, and the 90s, where being, gay wasn't a stigma anymore. As more and more people started coming out,
Right.
um, you started hearing about it. But
Sorry. Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you're fine.
It's just weird that there's still majority is are women.
Mm.
Do you think being a prostitute today is more dangerous than it used to be, or do you think it's safer today, Maka?
It is- I don't know because you think about it back in the day, not a lot of people talked about it. So it's kind of like one of those that was kept under wraps. So I could see more being done back then than what is being done now, in my
Oh,
opinion, because, where there's so many, there's more people that knows about it or that talks about it and sees it.
okay. Which says no, her boyfriend got killed and she never wanted to feel pain again.
Oh,
So she shut down and she controls what. Okay. Yeah, that's another whole reason.
yeah.
We never even thought about that one. I would say, to me, I would think being a prostitute today is safer, only because it's not frowned upon. So the women aren't hiding in like little back corners,
Mhm.
but there's more cameras.
Yes.
Everybody's got cell phones, the streets, buildings, businesses, everything has a camera nowadays. So it's harder to get away with the crimes. Plus, after all the murders of hookers in the 80s, 90s, like the Green River Killer and all those,
Yes.
a lot of these streetwalkers are being smart about it. They'll have a friend go up, and when the John's picking them up, they get your license plate number, they get the description of the man, the car, or the woman that's picking the people up. So the risk are a lot higher for the Johns to take out a whore now than it was back before technology advanced.
Hmm. I could see that.
Okay. Do you know that even with all today's stuff, that there are still, out of all the whores, male, females, trans, whatever, women are still the highest murder rate of sex workers out there?
Really?
Yes. And I
Hmm.
don't know, is it because there's more women, do you think, than men? Because I think it's about 50-50 about now.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. Huh.
Now, do you think prostitution should be legal or not?
I have kind of mixed emotions on it. I mean, I think that as long as the person in it, I guess if you're speaking on terms like legalizing, like as in, yes, I believe that it should be. I think it should be legal because I mean, it's no different than, just random people hooking up. I mean, what's the difference? But if the people are forced to do it, no, I don't think that but
I think if it was legal, the women would be checked. They'd be able to, it's an actual job, so it's legal. They could probably get health insurance,
mhm,
because they could put that down as their profession. There'd be less diseases spread around.
yeah,
Uh, there'd be less shame, which also would take away the control of these sex traffickers and
yes,
these pimps, because the women aren't afraid of the, oh, we're going to be put in jail, we're going to be arrested, I need this person in my life so that I can be protected from the law or from being, kidnapped or sick. I think there would take a lot of that out. And
mhm,
think of the revenue the government can get, each
yeah,
state. We could get out of debt. That would help the GDP growth. I
mhm,
mean, the government always has their hands in everybody's money anyways. Why not
mhm.
make it legal?
Well, I mean, look at how they done it. I know it's kind of comparing apples and oranges, but I mean, look at marijuana, how they made it legal when they first started making it legal in all these states, all the money that they gained from it,
True.
And I mean, you think about that, if the industry, I don't know how big, that industry is, but I mean, they could make, I mean, millions. Hey,
True.
Yankees, Alpha, yeah,
All right,
go
we got
ahead.
Yankees, we got Cata, we got HBR, we got Sin, we had a lot of people come in. Tyler came in, Justice came in, MMC came in, Sean came in. We appreciate y'all here. We were just right in the roll. We couldn't stop to say
Yeah,
hi.
yeah.
So, what are the pros, do you think, of being a sex worker? Whether it's a porn star, a streetwalker, escort, what do you think are the pros that they're
Honestly,
getting from it?
the only thing I could see in my opinion would be just the money. That's the only thing I can see from it.
Now, wouldn't that also have to depend if they had a pimp? Because if they're independent, they would have all the money. If there is a pimp
Yes,
involved, they don't see much.
true.
So you got the money, but I also
Mhm,
think it also gives them, for those who don't want the emotional entanglements, or let's say that they're sex addicts and stuff like that,
mhm,
it gives them that freedom. They pick and choose who they sleep with at any given time. And like you said, they're putting out, but they also get that financial reward at the end.
mhm.
So, and it is true. Kat said she had a friend who did it, but she couldn't go back to a normal job after she got on her feet, because if you can make $100 an hour versus minimum wage, what are you going to choose?
Right. Well, it's like the same thing. Like, well, I seen Alpha made a comment about strippers. I mean, you think about it, stripper, and granted, they don't do well. Can't say they don't do sex work because some of them do, but I mean, look at all the money they make from
Yeah,
just taking off their clothes for what? 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah. And it is true. A lot of them do go to college, end up owning their business. There's a show even on TV on HBO, um, The Power of Pussies or something like that.
Oh,
It's about these strippers in one of the clubs in Atlanta. And the money they make from just doing like 2 or 3 sets on the weekends,
mhm,
these women have their own businesses. They outright buy their own homes, their cars. They're balling.
yeah,
But I also wonder if it doesn't glamorize
yeah,
prostitution for the young. Just
yeah,
like the rap songs talking about lick my candy stick, I'll take you to the all these rap songs that put out and degrade women, calling them whores and hoes and bitches and cunts. And you know what happened to our young ladies' self-worth with even artists are calling them,
mhm,
you know,
yeah.
worthless.
I mean, that's where a lot of stuff, when it come to women and stuff, but for their self-esteem is because of stuff like that. Well, at least when I was younger, they started having all these tiny girls that had no meat on their bones, and that was like the what a woman was supposed to look like, and that's what, being young, that's what me and my friends, we tried to strive to be like, was the women in the magazines and on the TV, and I mean that goes towards your self-esteem.
Yep. And HBR only for you does hookup means you got to pay for it. Most of us be like, I'm going out, I want to hook up. It means I want to get to business. I want the nasty.
Oh,
And I'm not charging for it if that's what I want. I
right.
mean, it's no different, I guess, if you go out to a club and you see a hot guy and you decide, yeah, I am going to sleep with him.
Mhm,
Well, in the same sense, that's what whores do. They
mhm,
literally decide, they can decide who they want to, well, unless they're with a pimp. But for the most part, they get to decide who they sleep with. Or if they're desperate for money and, need
yeah,
to pay, a hotel or their trailer rent or something like that, or their apartment or something. Of course, they don't have money, they can't be picky. But
right.
a lot of these escorts are. They set the place, the price,
Mhm.
um, the demands. And there are men, I mean, okay, do you think the internet has changed sex work on how it used to be?
Yes.
How so, in your opinion?
Because there's more access to it to where used to, when internet really wasn't around and there wasn't a lot, on there, it was more of word by mouth
Yeah.
and to where it would travel that way to where now, I mean, you can basically sit in front of a computer and I mean, and look up and find anything you want and the
Well,
information. I mean,
yeah, in the past, you had to build your clientele because you'd sleep with one and then give them
yeah,
tell them, well, let your friends know or whatever,
yeah,
or you were out on the street, or you had a pimp that, or a sex worker that, in charge of it that pimped you out. They
right.
set it up. Today, you can get on your computer or your phone
Mhm.
and put out a newspaper article or, send a picture, post a picture on a website
Yep.
and just say the right keywords. And you've got people beating, down your phone or blowing up your phone for dates.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just
If
that
you look
black.
good and you offer services that they can't get.
Mhm.
But in the same sense, don't you think it's also hurt some of the prostitution too and sex workers? Because the way the internet has, people are so twisted and sick that the internet has met all the demands and exceeded just how far people are willing to take it. That people like sex workers who just are used to plain sex work are being expected to do some of these twisted, disgusting stuff that's out there that you can see for free on the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
there's so many sick men and women out there that want you to degrade yourself or to degrade you, that sometimes if you're not willing to do that and go suffer like that, You're not getting paid.
Mm-mm. No.
It's just like, you hear about that in the porn. Men who are offered, well, we ain't got no need for you with the straight sex, but if you're just gay for pay, you'll make this much money
Yep.
just to take it or give it
Mm-hmm.
in the butt.
Yep.
And a lot of them, used to say no, but they're making 3, 4 times what a normal straight sex scene is.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of them, more than likely, why there's so much more gay porn out there than
Yep,
regular because of that.
I
Which
agree.
that blows my mind to think about. Like that.
And without condoms too,
Yes.
because it takes people on the internet don't want to see a condom being put on. They want to see it raw dog, like, because that's what their fantasy is, that they picture themselves doing that to either the man or the woman.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
Hey,
it's led
Loki.
to BD or to the sick stuff like
Mhm.
what is that sex called where you kill people, you snuff films and all this
Oh, yeah.
other sick stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
You said Loki's in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not scrolled down far enough then. Hey, Justice, Loki, um, Skulls. Did we miss anybody else that came in while we were
Uh,
talking?
no, I don't see no. I think that was it.
Okay.
That was it. HBR.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember Heidi Fleiss. I also, okay, so do you know there's 14 to 16 million women worldwide in the sex industry?
dang.
And then if you go overseas to Europe, most of the there's they say 90% of the sex workers on the street over there are foreigners that have been came over there because it's legal. You will find more foreigners in European countries prostituting than you do the Europeans.
My gosh.
Yep, because
So I mean,
they have health plans, they have doctors that tend to them. They don't have to worry about pimps. You got the red light district in Germany, right down in the middle of Frankfurt, and in these little towns. It's called red light district, and all of a sudden, as you're going there to the street fairs, you'll look down the side street and see all these red lights on these porches, and
oh,
that's why they call it red light district, because those are letting you know those are available.
dang.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they would do that here, then yeah.
Yep. They say in Netherlands, where prostitution is legal, everybody knows. Do you know that the taxes leads to 5% of the GDP growth in that country? That's why they don't see the debt that a lot of other countries do.
Oh my gosh.
5% off of a tiny little country like the Netherlands, supporting the growth of their country. Can you imagine if there are really 14 to 16 million sex workers worldwide? People would be out of debt, the
Yeah.
countries, between
Now is that
marijuana and whores.
now is that yeah.
Who
That
would have
would
thought, you
a
guys?
a lot of
Marijuana
people
and
been like, "That's
hookers.
one hell of a way to go." Oh my god.
uh, had to put a little comedy in there, but it is true.
Oh,
Think about it:
yeah,
hookers and and weed.
yeah,
Guys would be in heaven. They get
yeah.
their knobs slobbed and they get to smoke their pot at the same time. So,
And just sit back and relax and enjoy.
yeah. Hey, James. Oh, we're talking about sex workers today.
Hey,
Um,
Jay. Hey,
just our
Sharky.
opinion for the first half of the show, and then we've got a contest for the second half, plus our regular just off the hip. So,
Oh, hey,
okay, do you want
Shanky.
to know the biggest city where the city in America where the highest arrest records are for sex workers are at?
For the United States,
For the United States. Take a guess. I'll give you 5 guesses.
I would say could be there because that's legal there.
Where?
I was thinking like Las Vegas or something, but it's basically legal there. I would think maybe Florida
Nope.
or no,
Mm-mm.
but California.
Nope.
Dang, we're at
The city, San Antonio, Texas.
Texas.
They've had 600% increase on arrest on street prostitutions. But don't forget, a lot of illegals are down in
See,
Texas too.
well, see, that's why I was going like for the outer things. I didn't even think about Texas, but that, yeah,
Well, they're building their own walls. It
yeah.
might not happen for much longer, but yeah,
Right.
San Antonio has had the biggest increase in prostitutions
Dang,
under Democratic leadership.
holy crap. I mean, that would make sense though, not to get
Well,
political.
guns, they have prostitutes that will go poo poo for you too on your chest. You can find
Anything you want,
anything.
guys.
Yep.
I'm sure
So,
they got it out there.
do you want to know, take a guess at how many people are arrested yearly for prostitution in America?
How many workers did you say there was?
In the whole world, what was it like?
Well, I mean, in the United States,
Let's see.
like a
Well, there's 14 to 16 million women
okay.
worldwide. So I don't know break
Uh,
that down. We probably have, I would say, a good 500. I don't even know if we'd have. I'd
yeah.
say about close to maybe 500,000 sex workers in some type between porn,
Oh,
escorts, the sex industry, the street walkers, all of that.
so I would say probably in the whole United States, I would think probably close to what, 500,000.
Close. Well, no, well, I said close. You said five. No, 80,000 people are arrested yearly for prostitution.
Oh,
That's
geez,
not the Johns. Those are just the women.
I was way off on that one.
No. Do you know 70% are the females and the madams? Only 20% male prostitutes and pimps are ever arrested. And only 10% of Johns actually are. Yet you see them get arrested all the time on cops, like when
Yep,
they do those. No, they usually let the Johns go. They target the female prostitutes over the men and the
right.
pimps, but go for the madams and the female whores more. Make that make sense.
Because they're taking the fall for the dude or for the pimp
Yep. Or
is what I
maybe
would
it's
think.
because some of them might be clientele and they got to get them off the street before they, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know, but it just is, it
That's
blows my
crazy.
mind that they're out of all those arrests, 70% are all the females and only a lousy 20% are the males and the pimps who put these women out there. So punish the women who are under control in the thumb of sex traffickers or Johns or
Right.
pimps. And yet, if you're a female pimp, oh, they'll come down harder on you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So who do you think, in your opinion, is worse on whores? A female pimp or a male pimp?
I guess it would depend really because I mean women can be brutal. You think about, I mean women can hold pretty good brutes. Uh, I don't know. I think I would have to go with the men just
Okay.
because they're more, I don't know. I'd have to go with men.
See, I would be the opposite. I would go with women because women in power, they're like, especially, let's say, a lot of female used to start off as whores themselves.
True.
So I know, like, even when you go to the doctor, I'd rather have a man, female part doctor than a woman. They're just rough,
Really?
like, yeah, oh, I went through this, so you can handle it. It's not painful. Where men are more prone to be like, oh, okay, I don't know what this is like or if this hurts, so I'm going to be really careful.
See, I've had the opposite when it comes to that.
Really? See,
Yes.
I do not like female women doctors for women issues. I rather have a man. But to me, I think a woman would be more, she's trying to prove herself that she can do the job and get those women to fear her. I
Mm,
just feel like she would try to be more aggressive and meaner to the females underneath her, or even the men pimps, the men whores underneath her, because she had to prove she had something to prove.
mhm, mm.
But as you see, we all can have different opinions on why, you know. So
Yeah.
I think, if there would there ever be an extreme case for you, Maka, and any alternate situation where you could have seen yourself being a prostitute?
No, honestly, I couldn't. I mean,
For
no.
me, I think if there was a situation where I had children and your spouse dies, or you weren't married and it was either losing your children and being put in the street, I
Mhm.
could see doing it to keep my kids with a roof over their head and food in their belly.
Yeah. I mean, if I had kids, I could see doing that. Like, I would do anything, but just for it being myself, no.
No,
Like, I
because
couldn't.
you could make
Yeah.
do at on a minimum wage job and eat because you get your meals free while you're working and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would be the same. But if I was in a desperate situation,
Yeah.
and I mean all else failed, and I had others depending on me,
Mhm.
and I couldn't find a job, I could see in an alternate
Yeah.
lifestyle where if I had to do it until I could get on my feet, I could see I would do it for the love of others that were depending on me, including
Yeah.
children.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
But
see that. But
I don't see how I could, though, because I'm very particular on what I will allow to make love to me or to have sex with me.
yeah.
And I know with prostitutes, you have to have sex with everybody
Uh-huh. It
and
doesn't matter.
anybody. Yeah. And so that would be one reason that would be very hard for me, is because, yeah, there's just certain things I'm not attracted to, and I don't want to be touched by, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't want no 600-pound man
No.
sweating over me. I There's just other things, there's a certain type that I'm attracted to, and then there's others, the rest I'm not, and I don't want to have sex with somebody I'm not attracted to.
Right.
So I know I'd be a very bad broke hooker. I
Yeah.
could not be that.
Yeah. I would like, yeah. No.
Chance sold his body one time, made a whole $2 in 3 nights.
Poor Chance. Dang, that's
So
not even $1 a night.
no,
It's pretty bad.
he must not even have a Tic Tac to make her breath taste fresh or something after.
I watched that, by the
Yeah.
way.
And then,
That's
there's also things that guys would like, and even, and first, if some woman tried, I will never, I could never have sex with the same sex, anyways, myself.
mhm.
So, but what if somebody wants to come up and they're good looking, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, I want you to pee on me. No,
Oh,
ooh, and I don't want to be peed on. I don't want to,
no.
let somebody. Yeah, so yeah, if I could like pick, okay, I'll do you and you, but not you or you. I might, if I had to, then I would, if the circumstances were in an alternate, yes. But
Right.
just to be a streetwalker, you have to take what you can get.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm just not going to do it. So I'm
No.
glad. I would work 3 jobs. You know what I mean? I'd be
Uh,
like, okay, I can work Monday through Friday. The morning shifts over here. I'll take another job and do the afternoon shifts here. I'll work weekends on this one. I'll do nights. I'll work myself to a bone before I
uh,
would do that, because at least you get to choose.
right.
So, yeah, I think I would make a bad, I would be a broke prostitute, because you're not going to get those Richard Gere's pulling up in a limo wanting to hire you for a weekend. You're going to get like, uh, people like the Family Guy guy coming up wanting to touch you. Or somebody like Forrest Whitaker with that
Right?
eye. No, no,
No,
no, no, no,
no, no, ain't happening.
no. So, yeah. But I do think if they decriminalized it, I think that it'd
Mhm,
be safer for the women and for the Johns because you wouldn't
mhm,
have to worry about diseases.
yeah,
They'd be able to go into a doctor and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a streetwalker. I need my penicillin shots, or I need to have my Pap smears done." And because a lot of them are just making enough money to have a roof over their head and food in their stomachs.
yes, and
So,
sometimes not even that. I mean,
yep, depends on who's getting a cut of that money.
yeah,
So. All right. Well, Muff Pie didn't get back with me, and that's my fault. I lost her video. She sent me her video. So I'm trying to see if she. Ah. Let me call her real quick. I want to see if I can get her to resend it. So you want to talk for a minute? I'm going to mute.
okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody having a good one? Anybody got any plans for the upcoming weekend? I agree, Chance. There is a lot on that.
Would you ever be a pimp yourself or a madam?
I could do a madam, I think.
I could too, but I
Yeah.
want to be one that the women want to be there.
Yes, of
And
course.
I would have a house, and they would have rooms, and everybody would come through, have a background check.
Hmm.
You would, like the bunny ranch, you would pay up
Yes.
front.
Yes.
And yep, because hey Mabra, I would rather them be safe, because that's my job, is
Right.
to make them safe. If I'm
Yes.
going to take 60% of their money,
Uh-huh.
actually,
Right.
I'll do 50. Well,
Let's
because
go
I
to
I'm
you.
I'm taking care of the house. I'm
Well,
making
that's
sure
true.
there's the background checks. I'll have security in the house to make sure that there's no weapons. And if somebody gets out of hand, there'd also be emergency buttons that the girls would have on them that the men wouldn't know about. And if the guys got out of hand, all of a sudden you'd hear a beep, 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 almost
Yeah.
like the "I'm falling and I can't get up" kind of
Yep.
device, the lifesaver device. Um, so I would be taking a lot of the risk. So I would only take 50%.
Oh,
And that would go to enhance their enjoyment too. But I would pay the taxes off of it. They wouldn't.
yeah.
So I'd let them just, keep
See,
their money, their half
I
tax
would
free.
I would see like doing something along the lines like the longer that they're there, like the more kind of benefits, I guess you could say they could get, like more pay,
Yep.
like, more of the percentage after so long of being there.
Well, which that's why you hire people, so you don't have to worry about the dildos, the beds, or the jizz. You let your maids. I would have like two or
Oh,
three housemaids. That would be their job.
mhm,
And I would hire a doctor that would come in weekly
mhm,
to make sure, or no, I'd be paying their health insurance,
yeah,
so that they would go and they'd have to do a weekly check. They'd have to be drug
yeah,
free.
mhm. Yes, definitely drug-free.
Yep.
That would
If
be
you,
a must.
after you'd get a warning,
Mhm,
then you'd get a second warning, and the third time you're out. Because if
yeah,
you're not enjoying what you're doing, then I don't want you to be doing it. I want you to go find something that would make you happy. So if you have to numb yourself, no, I don't want a sloppy drunk or somebody that's high working
no,
for me. It's like
mm,
any other job. I would handle it as if, it's $1 million company.
right.
So,
Well, if you do it right, it would probably eventually become one.
yep. And then I wouldn't mind giving the girls bonuses, starting with like who was the highest grossing hooker or
Uh-huh.
hoe. My highest pay, my highest grossing hoe would get a big bonus, and then I'd have like the top three, and I
Yeah.
would do it monthly. So, and then at the end of the year, the highest grossing hoe would get a big super bonus or like a trip or something.
Yeah.
See, you know, and that's just off the top of my head. I'm spitting out these things. I hadn't
Mhm.
even thought about it. Can you imagine? Tim, you want to get into the business? No, he's not
Right.
even here. It's like, wait a minute, Tim, we're in the wrong business.
Right. Well, that's
I'm
what I'm sitting
quitting.
here. It's like, man, if they ever did, that would be something you could start.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the wrong job. I'm quitting my job, Tim.
Right.
It might be a little slow starting out, but I'd be hitting up you too. Hey, anybody want to come and be a hoe for me?
Right.
It's safe. You have your own room. You won't make much money in the beginning, but you have a free place to live, good food. I can guarantee you that. And
Right.
then as we start to make money, you'll get more and more your own money. You'll be like a living nanny.
Right.
So, all right, your final thoughts on sex workers, Maka.
Uh, I don't. We kind of covered everything. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't really have anything.
Okay. I say this: if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. You want to be a porn star, be a porn star. But if you are at the bottom of the food chain for jobs for the female population, make sure you don't attack other women who, in all actuality, are above you.
Mhm.
Um, because if you don't attack other women, then who you sleep with is your own business.
Right.
But when you step out of line, who you sleep with becomes everybody's business. If their name's in your mouth, well, then you become fodder. But
Oh,
there's pros and cons to being in any job. And
yes.
unfortunately, the stigma with being a hoe is still pretty far at the bottom of the food chain.
Mm.
So now, if you're making me money by being my hoe, shit,
Bring it.
you a badass bitch. But if you ain't my hoe, you a bottom hoe.
Well,
Just our opinions for today, everybody. Do not take what we say to heart. We do not give therapeutic advice. We are not
no,
doctors, trained psychologists. Neither are we news reporters or journalists.
no.
I can handle the dildos and the jizz, but the men buying the sex are the worst kind of creepy yuck. Well, some guys I've noticed, even when they had the Bunny Ranch on TV, it was interesting to watch. I did watch it. And
No.
some of the men that came in were getting birthday gifts from their wives who don't do a lot of the stuff that, you know, their husband likes.
No.
Then you had the single guys who did not want to impose or ask women to do some of the stuff that they were interested in doing. Some are just shy and don't have any luck with the ladies. So they buy themselves, you know,
No.
sex with pros. And the ones at the Bunny Ranch, those are some real hoes. The
Mm.
ones you see around, no, they unless you make it at the Bunny Ranch, you ain't a true hoe.
Right. The bunny ranch is where it's at.
That's where it's at. All right. So we have a wrapping party that we had to do.
Yes.
Oh, I know reality, Kata. There are some thirsty men, and like I said, that's why I couldn't be a sex worker in real life because not everybody's going to look like Richard Gere or Tom Cruise coming by to hook you up. Some are going to
No.
look like the real life Family Guy,
Right.
Peter Griffin,
Mhm.
and yeah, or
Quagmire.
yeah, and then you got uh, ones that might look like Forrest Whitaker with their eyes all messed wonky and stuff. Nope, I just couldn't do it.
No. There is no amount of bacon that could be done. from on my end for that.
No, no. All
Hey,
right.
Crystal.
Hey, Crystal with a K. All right. So we had a couple entries. Like I said, there's going to be a special gift. I accidentally deleted uh, Muffs, so I will have to make that up to her, um, because that's my fault. So our first submission. Let me look her up. We have Victoria. Oops, I'm not supposed to say names, so I'm not going to put Victoria first. All right, I'm going to number these in the chat. You're going to pick the winner of the wrapping based on numbers. So when I say, okay, number 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, so keep track of the videos. And I've got to see if I can't pull up people that you can't see their names on here. How the hell did I get you? There you are. All right. Let me see. Let me pull up some videos and try to get the names taken out of it. Because nobody needs to see. Now, these were all done a week ago, so I've got to try to find it. So,
It was
let's
our
see.
first thing that we've ever done, so we're
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up. And I've got to put this down. See, when I took that down, it I'm trying to figure out how I could pull it up without showing the names, because we want it to be fair. If I can't and I end up having to show the names, I show the names, and that's about all I can do.
is there any way, like, maybe you can make the screen bigger, like zoom in to where
I might be able to. That might be a good idea. Let's see. Uh, let's see if I present it. What's it's going to show?
Denise was asking if the people that put their video in, if they get to vote.
Yes. Well, no. If you got your video in, you can't vote because it wouldn't be right. Let's see. I'm trying to see how I could do that because it's not letting me. I'm trying to see how I could pull it up without it showing. And that's the problem because I don't know how people. Oh, well. I'm just going to you're going to you guys just keep track. Okay, this is video number 1. All right, here we go. Now, this is for the best rapper, guys. You're going to do presentation, how well they did it, how fast they did it, and overall. So, yes, just the very best that you would want somebody to rap your stuff. And take in account, it doesn't have to be wrapping paper. It could be paper towels, foil, washcloths, anything.
Oh,
All right. Here we go. First video. Now, why is no? It doesn't want to even play. What the heck? I'm just like I have no good luck tonight.
but it is the 13th. Even though it's not Friday the 13th, it's still the 13th.
Aha! I figured it out. Okay. It took a minute, guys. I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay, here we go. Number one, first contestant.
Hey, Purple. Hey, Louisiana.
Hey, Louisiana. Hey, Purple. All right, there's number one.
Louisiana.
Be nice, guys. All right, let's see. Let's get number two.
We're wrapping anything that we wanted or could find besides body parts, of course.
Yes, you cannot wrap no body parts. Well, this person's trying to tell me I can't follow this person, and I'm following this person talks to me every day. Hmm.
Right, rock on.
Trying to find everybody on here who I follow. Trying to tell me I don't follow this person when I get the emails all the time. Well, there you are. Okay. And let's see. I gotta go back and find videos because some was sent in 2 weeks ago. And all right, there's that one. Let me see what I can do. All right, this is video number 2. So remember, this is number 2 for you guys. At least you're having time to remember
Right.
who I'm, what it is. All right, here is number 2. Now this one's one-handed for a broken arm. Okay, so that is number 2.
Hey, Mugs.
Hey Mugs, how you doing? All right, so let's see. My third one will be and I'm using my computer to pull up these. So I'm used to using my phone. So this one's a little bit harder for me.
I have to, if we do it again, I had to maybe do it like into a video to
Yes,
make
that
it
way I
easier
could just,
for the video.
I agree. All right. All right, this is going to be number 3. Let me write the names down as I'm doing it. Remember, if your video is submitted, you cannot vote because we want to keep it fair. All right, here is video number 3, the best rapper on YouTube. Yes, Yankee, people in our community. This is somebody showing you how to properly wrap a baked potato.
That's what I was thinking that was, but but I wasn't for sure. I was
Well,
like,
that's what I'm hoping it is, though. Yeah, I'm just taking a guess.
"Hey, MLL."
I'm motivated. All
I
right.
believe that's what. Yeah, that it was. It looks like a potato.
Yeah. All right.
Potato.
So that is number 3 from our submissions. Now we're going to do. Now, if your video is being played, remember you cannot say anything because we're
Chance.
voting. All right. Let's see. I'm getting the hang of this now. It's just there's different areas that I have to go through to pick them up and scroll back a week or two. Okay. Let me get this will be video number 4.
You're fine, Chance.
Oh, I didn't even see what he's saying. What is he?
He's being silly.
Oh, he's
Uh,
wanting somebody to rep his thingy.
yeah.
Well,
I
Chance, if Britt wants to rep your thingy and you want to put it on here, you go ahead.
just don't unwrap it.
Yeah, just no unwrapping. You can wrap it. All right. This is video number 4. All right. Here we go. And remember, this is all just for fun. This wasn't like. Oh, they're going to double fold the edges there, Maka. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He's
That's
using.
what I was gonna do with mine, but I was like, I'm trying to get
Oh,
it done fast.
then they slammed it on the table like bam in your face.
I like that.
Damn.
I like that paper.
They weren't even going to play. They're just going
Pass
to
that.
slam it on you. Okay, then we've got, let's see. Uh, na, na, na. Great. Trying to find some. Hmm. Dang it.
These comments are cracking me up.
Good. I'm glad you're reading the comments because I have to go into a different area now and find what I need to find. Huh.
I hate saran wrap. Once motivated said just use saran wrap. That way you don't need tape. Yes. I can't even hardly get it off of the stinking roll half the time. Drives me crazy.
All right. Let me do it this way. All right. Now I can pull that up that way. It was sent to me in a different file, so I have to send it to a different file so that I can pull them up.
Oh, okay.
That's When you got all these people sending you different things, you've got to try to. All right, this is going to be number 5. So where did it go? Okay. All right, this is number 5.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kinda I love the different, duct tape now that they have, like, all the different decorations and stuff.
Number 5. Yeah, that was number 5. Now where's my mouse to stop? Okay.
Hey, Blind.
Hey, Blind Squad. Okay. And then I got to find number 6. Let's see. All righty. Got a minute to come in. Let's see. Let me write down number 6. Okay, here comes number 6.
Chance you're one in a few. I've not seen many men that likes to wrap gifts or that will wrap gifts, at least for me.
All right, guys, this is number 6. Guess this one went
Yep,
for the fastest time.
like like I said. Now that was fast.
Yeah, that was the fastest time. Okay, and then we've got, let's see. Gotta get this person's.
Right, MOL? He said it was like a pit crew.
Definitely did it pretty quick then, huh?
Yeah, I got it. In my opinion, that one was the fastest out of all of them so far.
But is that really even considered wrapping to just roll it and wad it in a ball? I don't know. We have to leave that up to the chat.
Huh, very
Okay.
true.
I don't want to add. I want to pull their video up. Oh, okay. I guess that would be. No, I don't want to send a message. I want to get their message. The rest let me, but it would say message, but this one's not letting me.
Hey, Kevin.
All right, let me get into my phone. Some I'm having to cross back and forth just so I can.
Guys, I had an update on my computer today, and after I done it, it's been acting funky ever since. trying to get stuff to come up and
Ever since that hack, it's been hard to get. I don't know if you guys have had the same issues, but trying to get anything to go through or pull up fast is like crazy. All right.
MOL, I hope everything's okay.
What'd he say? Oh, yeah.
Something going on. Or just
When his wife was attacked,
do what?
his wife got attacked, remember?
No, I didn't know
At
that.
a trampoline park or fun. Yeah. He put on his community page. That's where I got to see it from.
They were at a trampoline park?
And someplace where they could jump, and there was a ball
Yeah.
pit and games. So, yeah. All right, guys, this is
Oh,
number 7. I don't want their feet. Okay. Might have to do their feet at first because there's the start button.
oh, there goes the motorcycle.
All right, here we go. They're not going to show how they wrapped it? Or did we miss it looking at the feetsies?
Uh, oh, it looks like they done like maybe piece by piece.
Somehow they put the camera on their feet. That's where the majority, because when you hit the play button, it's at the feet. See? And then, so I've got it there and I hit play and I go up really quick and
Yeah,
it's
that's
just the
what it
feet.
is. Flip.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah, we didn't get this. So that's number 7. That was so fast, guys. They wrapped it so fast you didn't see anything but feetsies. All right, and let's see. Do I have any more?
Yeah, purple. That's what I was thinking of, the stop motion where they do like
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, all right. Our 8th one was my fault. We didn't get it in time, or I had it in time, but for some reason it didn't even want to show up. So I'm going to see if there wasn't another version that they sent me of that video. Okay, we got the unwrapping video. Ah, okay, there was another video. Let me resend this. That was the unwrapping video.
oh
I was like, that was the fastest wrapping job I have seen, guys. It was all about the feet. All right. Now we're going to see it the way it was meant to be seen. All right. This is number 7. That's if you have no tape.
oh,
That's what that was about. So that was number 7, guys. So, like I said, we had an 8th submission, but it accidentally. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. They're going to resend it to me. So we got one more submission. So let me get into where I need to be for that. Hey, did you guys know that that 90-minute guy who does all those exposés on TV, Keith Morrison, was Matthew uh, the guy from Friends that died,
Matt,
Matthew Perry's stepdad.
seriously?
Yeah, he's actually coming out and talking about it. And he is actually Matthew Perry's stepdad. I'm like,
Huh.
never knew that the guy that talks from 60 Minutes doing those murder shows,
Yeah.
that's him.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Me either.
I can't watch Friends right now. It breaks my heart.
Well, you know what gets me is when they offered to bring it back because I don't pay for the show that I don't have it where that's on.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice. It was a decent show to bring back. And you had David Schwimmer trying to be all politically correct on how, oh, you shouldn't have bring us back. You should offer it to other people. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's not what Friends was. It
No.
wasn't, you already did that with Charmed
Right.
and you ruined it. A lot of shows that you took off and then you brought back and
Mm.
it just doesn't work.
Yeah. That's Friends. I love Friends. I have the whole, like, I went and bought the whole box set when it came out. And I'd sit and watch it all. I could go word for word most of the time. I love that show. It's my favorite.
Mine, I know it sounds weird, but Oz. It was that prison show on HBO in the 2000s.
I think I
Let's
remember
see.
hearing about that show.
Mm, Early to yeah, the guy from SVU, Christopher Maloney was in there. The commercial, the Allstate commercial, who plays the crash dummy. Uh, he's always like, uh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
this. If you forgot to unplug, and he's always like chaos that causes
Yeah.
all the damages. He was in there, and I mean, it gets into the actual real life about the gang rapes, the progs who's like made the prison bitches, the nudity. I mean, it's hardcore. You got the bikers, you got the Muslims, you got the Aryan Brotherhood. It's all.
Uh-huh.
Tim, I needed to send all the videos to one IG that I could bring them all up. That's all. That's all I was waiting on. As I had to send it to you because I had all these different places and it was hard for me to get them all into one. So it was easier just to send everything to Triple T's IG so that I could play them. Because going from one to the other. So I'm just waiting. They just needed a minute. So
Mm.
Tobias, yes, I did too. He came in, he was a family man. He got in a car accident from drinking. He killed somebody. They made an example out of him. He was a lawyer. He came in, ended up gay for stay. They finally get him out, and he's more, instead of being with his kids and enjoying life on the outside, he goes back to visit his Christopher Maloney, his boyfriend, who was the alpha. He's the beta, and ends up getting set up because the alpha don't like that he's out on the outside dating a female. Sets him up, and he does it, and ends up back in jail for the rest of his life.
Dang.
Yep.
I'd never watched it, which I didn't have HBO or any of that. So,
If you want a series and you're bored and you want to try something new, and if it's not where you can get it off of Netflix, order the DVDs. I'm telling you, it's really good.
I have to look into it.
It's gritty, it's raw, it's in your face, and I mean, they yes, there is some male genitalia parts exposed, but not very often. But the shanking,
Hmm.
uh, the politics, the guards that are in there and they're trying to make extra money, and the dirty guard. I mean, it goes hard.
Hmm. I'll have to check it out.
All right, we're just waiting on one more video, guys. So if you remember, we got 1 through 7. So keep an eye out who you think was the best one so far, and In fact, why don't you vote between 1 and 7 right now, and then we'll compare the winner there against number 8, and then you pick the overall final winner. So who do you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? Put your numbers in the chat, and we'll see who you choose as a winner. Who won so far? We got number 5. Okay. Oh, you loved it though, Tim, the show, not the race stuff, but you loved it. Okay, we got a number 4. We got a 1. Okay. Come on, guys. There's 20 people in here. We got another 1.
Number 6.
We got a 6.
69.
Come on, guys. This is for an original prize. So we need to have the answer who everybody votes. Okay, we got another 5. Okay.
Number 2.
A number 2. Okay. Tim, did you even watch the video? I don't think he watched it. If that's just saying.
Maybe he was a bushwatcher.
The potato, I think, was number 7. Once we get this vote down, I do have the other video. I'm downloading it now to play. All right, come on, guys. 1, 2, 3,
Another
4,
2.
5, 6, 7. Okay. That's 8 out of 23.
He said the second video.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but that's not which video I played, ding dong. And that wasn't the second video.
Hey, Muff. There's Muff.
Yep. And I got the the other videos coming in. And yeah, Triple T, your vote don't count. I gotta take that 2 off. Because he can't vote. All right, but Yankees did it too, so we'll put the 2 back. All right.
Oh.
Come on, guys. We need some more votes.
Chance is going for whichever one the 10 full was. I was trying to remember.
That was number 7.
7.
Yep, so we'll put number 7 on the board. Come on, guys. We need some more votes. I know you can't, but there's 20 people in here. So I can't tell which videos was yours, Tim.
It's a secret.
Yep.
Motivated person with a tattoo on their hand. Oh,
You can't vote anyways.
Oh, did he do it? Okay.
Oh, it was number 3. What did I say? 7? Yeah, it was number 3. That's right. The potato was number 3. My bad. I don't know why I was saying 7. But you were right. 7 was the one without tape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one with the one.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to have a tiebreaker. We got 2 for number 5, 2 for number 1, and 2 for number 2. So 5, 1, or 2. Put your numbers in the chat really quick. 5, 1, or 2. So that we can play the last video. Okay, we've got no motivated. You cannot vote. You have a video. All right, we got 5,
2,
2, 2,
1,
and 1. All right. Come on, guys. We need some more. 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 1.
A 1.
And then HBR said 5
A
to
5 and a 1. You have to pick one, HBR. You can't pick two. So come on.
1.
We're already down to a three-way tie again. Chance, we gave everybody 3 weeks for this wrapping paper. It was even in the community post. All right, we got a
2.
2. All right. Come on, people. 5, 2, or 1.
Motivated.
We could do it again at another time too, Purple. I'm trying to get this set up to go against the last video. That's why we have the competition. Because I'll be only playing 2 videos. So I need 3 more votes. Come on, guys. 5, 2, or 1. 1, 2, 5. 2, 1, 5. 5, 1, 2. 1, 5, 2.
Hit that button and vote.
Yeah, it's not that hard, you guys. You pick a 5, a 2, or a 1. You're an ass, Tim. All right, at this point, everybody can vote. Put your votes in 5, 2, or 1. I need people to put 5, 2, or 1s. Come on. Even if you have a video in, those are your 3 videos, 5, 2, or 1.
2 for motivated.
Okay, we got a 2. All right. We got a 1.
5, 5, 2.
Another 2.
Yep.
We got 2 5s.
Uh-huh.
Okay. A 1 and a 5.
And
Okay. 2 2s. MMC already got your last 2 just a second ago. So we got another 2, and then we got a 1. HBR, just put your damn vote in there, and I'll quit yelling at you.
just do it. Dang it.
Now put your damn number in, 5, 1, or 2.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right, well, here's where we're at. 1,
Hey,
2, 3,
Spencer.
4, 5. We have 5 5s and 5 2s and 4 1s. So now you need to vote for 5s or 2s. Now
Spencer.
that's your last choice. We need 5s or 2s. 1's got knocked out. Now
Tim,
we
I
need,
need you to come home.
I know, right? I thought it was going to be a 3-way. We had 4, 4, and 4, and then it turned into 5, 5, and okay. So we've got 2 5s,
Got
5
3 5.
5s, 3 5s, 3 5s. Okay,
Another 5.
another 5, and then a 2,
And another 2.
and then another 2,
Another 2.
another 2,
5.
another
5.
5, 5. I'm not even listening to you, Tim. You're being a dick. I like your dick, but not when you're being a dick. All right, a 2, a 5. Tim, that's it. Your vote don't even count. I had to subtract a 5 and a 2. All right, so right now we got 6 5s and 4 2s. I know, they're just being mean to me again. HBR, I better get one damn number from you, a 5 or a 2 now. I swear to God, because you know I'll make you pay. You wait till our next food challenge. Which is, I don't even remember which one was 5 anymore.
2 back.
All right. So, since, you know what? I'm going to play, yes, the 5s do win, but I'm going to replay 5, 1, 2, because those were the 3 ones you guys couldn't agree on, as well as the new one. So let me pull this up and let me see how to make this one bigger. Okay. Now, let me present this screen. This is going to be number 8. So I'm just going to play 5, 1, 2, and 8 because the rest are already out. We know 3 got knocked out, 4 got knocked out, 6 got knocked out, 7 got knocked out. All right. But I actually forgot another video too. There's 9 and I forgot. The other one came to me on another one and I didn't even play it. Dang. Shame on me. All right. Now, how is that one going to be pulled up? Because all right, so that I've recorded it, but now I got to try to figure out. I had to download it. Why is it not letting me play it? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Ha! I figured it out. Okay. Here we go. This is number 8, guys. Are you ready? And here we go. Is that a body?
That's what I was fixing to say.
Somebody's wrapping a dead body. Now we're all accessories after the fact. Everybody on this panel and in this chat is going to jail. Somebody is wrapping a body.
I mean, we said no parts, but
We never
there's
said
none
the whole
showing.
dead. Look at how they're treating a dead body. They're abusing a corpse. Holy cow.
Nice.
All right. Well, there's number 8. Oh, it was alive. He gave us a thumb up at the end. Okay, so that one was alive. All right, now we have one more video.
Well, we don't have to report a murder, so we're good.
Yes, that part was good. Now that we know. Now this video is a longer one. So they did not follow the time constraints, but we gotta give it a fair shot. So remember, that was number 7, the dead body, or number 8's the dead body. So I'll replay, like I said, I'm going to replay 5, 2, 1. So remember, you just saw number 8, and this is number 9. Here we go. And they're using a dead body to wrap it on, it looks like. Damn, they got a nail gun.
Oh, Lord.
This is called wrapping upholstery. I don't know who would do that, Purple. That is crazy, wrapping dead bodies like that.
Are you presenting?
Whatever they're wrapping is moving and does not like being stapled.
Do you got it?
Somebody's into S&M.
The video's not showing.
Huh?
The video's not showing.
It didn't show?
Uh-uh.
Holy cow. I actually literally presented it, was watching it off the screen. Let me do it this way. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing commentary and you guys don't even know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were reviewing it before you.
Ah. So somebody's wrapping with a staple gun. Looks like they're wrapping upholstery, is what they said. And because of the time constraint, I will speed it up a little and go slow motion for you guys. Looks like they're putting fabric on a cushion of some type.
There's no way I would be able to do something like that.
I'd be scared too. But I have Tim, so I would just make him.
Mhm.
So that's one side wrapped, guys, so you can see. I wanted you guys to see the process of what they were doing to wrap it. We did say you could wrap anything.
Mhm.
Definitely have patience that me and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have, you said, Maka.
Yeah, no, there's no way. And I'd get mad, like, if I couldn't get it right, and I'd have to undo it all and redo it if I messed up in one spot. I couldn't do that. No.
Yeah. To me, I would have to line it up perfectly without all the extra. And I would
Uh-huh.
just be like throwing it against the wall.
Yeah.
Shut up, Triple T.
Like, I
They're
love
almost
redoing
done.
stuff, but I'm so tedious with it. It takes me forever on projects just because uh, they have to be a certain
We had
way
to.
or it drives me
All
crazy.
right. There's the finished product.
Nice.
Wow. No wrinkles or excess. So there you go. That is number 8. 8. Now we're going to do number 9, the final video.
Yes, motivated or my finger.
All right. And now I have to get.
I thought I broke my finger the other day. I was taking some stuff apart, a desk apart, and got my finger hung between the wood and the metal, and it went down on it. And I thought for sure it broke it.
Oh, wow.
I got a big old knot. I was like, oh God. It's like, this is just what you need.
And then. All right. So now we have saw. Now I got to go back to number 1. So let me make sure if I. Okay. So you got 8 and 9 you just saw. So we're going to go back to number 1. that we originally saw? Because
Oh,
you guys
there's
got
some.
to vote.
Was that one number 9 or number 10?
No, number 8 was the body. The
Okay.
upholstery was number 9.
Okay.
So now we're going to go back to number 1. These are the 3 that you originally voted, and because it was so close, it's only fair that I let you guys revote because you forgot which videos was what. So remember, the body is 8, upholstery is number 9, and
Hey, Blue.
hey, Blue, how you doing? All right. Once again, we are going to play number 1 first because you got 8 and 9 still in your mind. Now I know where all my videos are at, so we can get to this. All right. Do you guys see the video? This is
That's
number 1.
yeah.
Yes, you did, Tim. I went back and re-showed it. It was the upholstery that you were sleeping through. Numb nuts. I'm so glad that that dead body flicked us off so we know
I
we're
know.
not accessories to murder.
I thought it. I thought it was a doll. You know those like that look real. That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
That was a big ass real life doll
Yeah.
till it flicked us off at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, we're accessory to murder. All right, that's number 1. You saw 8, 9, and 1. Now we had number 2. That was your video that you put up next. So
Yeah. MMC. Yeah. That too.
make sure I got number 2. All right. Number 2, now it's not pulling up. Number 2 was the washcloth with one hand. If you remember, it was a washcloth. They did it one hand with the broken arm. And then this is your number 5. And I will go back and look for number 1 and see if I can't get it to pull back up. Could be a delay in my system. But this is number 5. So you have seen 1, 8, 9, and this is 5. And we only have to do number 1. Okay, that's number 5. And I will try to get number 1 one more time.
Number 2.
Or number 2. I'm sorry, I already played number 1. You're right. So, and number 2, I do not want to go number 2. I just want to. Let me see. I am just going to send it to Tim's account like I did everybody else's. Because this is getting ridiculous. So we just had number 5. We had number 1 with the pink wrapping paper. Number 5 was the bluey comic book. 7 or 8 was the dead body, and number 9 was the furniture upholstery.
Mhm.
And number 2 is this video, the washcloth that you guys were voting on too. So let me present it one more time, and then we need your votes. All right, and here we go. Well, that was the unwrapping. But if that remembers you, you saw the washcloth. So now vote 1, 2, 5, 8, or 9. So everybody's free to vote.
We have a
Let's
2,
2. Okay.
a 9,
Okay.
5, 5,
Okay.
5, 9, 5, 5, 1, and the dead body one,
Okay.
and
That.
another dead body one. I think
Okay.
that
The
was
8,
8.
right? Yep. Both 8s were
So
the
2 8s
8s. Okay. Now, oh, got a 1,
and a 1.
2, 5, and 9. All right. 2 is the washcloth. 5 was the Bluey comic book. And 9 was the furniture upholstery.
I
All
think
right.
I think 5 got it.
Well, 5 has to be taken out. That was me. I'm number 5. So I cannot win. So I appreciate everybody saying giving 5 the win. So now take 5 out of it, and you can vote for 1, 2, 8, or 9. That takes you down to 4 now. So for all you who voted 5, you have to choose now between 1, 2, 8, 9.
2,
Okay, at 2,
1,
1.
5,
No more
9,
5s.
9, 8,
Got an
1,
8 and 9, 8, 9, 1. Okay.
1,
1,
8,
8.
8.
Chance of saying 1. All right. So here's, oh, we got another
8.
8.
There's another 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 2,
I,
3, 4,
from the beginning, from
4
when
8s.
and then we had 4 before I took myself out of it. So we have 8 8s. I have 1, 2, 2 9s, 1, 2, 2 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 1s. So 8's 1.
Yep.
So 8 was the dead body. Muff is the winner.
Congratulations, Muff.
So congratulations, Muff. You
That
won
was
the,
good.
yes, that dead body was original. It was funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was making the commentary. It was a dead body. I thought that was funny. I am going to show you what your prize is going to be. So let me pull it up. Now, nobody else has one of these yet. So you are going to be the very first one. I just got to get it to the right place that I need it to go to. What are they saying? Because I'm busy. I can't catch it all.
Muff said that she wrapped the best gift of all my children, like my LMAO. And then she said she's alive, by the way.
Yeah, she flicked us all off at the end.
And
So
then
we're so glad.
Triple T said that he's protesting because you never showed his video.
Oh, yes, we did. They knew it was you. That's why I think people were picking 5. All right, here it is. Muff, you win the very first off the hip t-shirt of mine and Macha's. Can everybody see that? Can you see that, Macha?
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a navy blue t-shirt. It's going to say on the back, off the hip, Lori and Macha with our icons. On the front, you will be getting, this is what's on the front of the t-shirt. It's going to be off the hip and a circle. Hey, Connie. So there you go, Muff. You get the very first, fresh off the design, off the hip t shirt created by me and Macha from our show.
Congrats. Well, I can't talk. Congrats, Muff.
The only time I'm used to talking about Muff, you
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Well, I want to say something else, but I keep catching myself, so I keep getting tongue-tied.
Exactly. So there you go. Tim hit me on the back streets with this Lori for ignoring us. Whatever.
I
You didn't
meant
even
it.
send in. So that is the first rapping artist winner. So Muff, you are now me. Yes, we did. I created the design. I just had you do the work. I'm the boss. See, I came up with it, and we're creative, me and Maka, and then you're the one that just had to do the labor. So now Menace is happy you're getting tongue tied.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, Muff. So
Hope you
next
enjoyed.
time we do hope, like we said, we wanted to keep it like under a minute so you could send them to IG and I would keep track and then I could just pull up them on IG. But I was getting them on, I had to go to people's actual YouTube account. I had to go to my Gmail. I had to go to Instagram. I had to go to my phone. I had different places I had to go to get these damn videos. So it was all
She put in a lot of work for that. So,
it took me longer to get all the people's videos up than it did to create my damn 13-second rapping video. I should have known to cover my tattoos. The word Tim was very I should have put band-aids on my hand for my finger for the tattoos. So
well, what we could do next time is we can take it and, like I said, which I have a program now where that I can put them together if you want. Like you can send them and I can put them together if you want, or however you want to do it.
you
And
know
that way
what?
we can have it all in one place.
That's yeah. I didn't even think that we could have made a video like I do my cooking video, the different segments and put them all. So yeah, I'll be glad to send them to you and you could do them next time.
No, no,
So we will announce it next time. But you guys all should have went in because Muff's gonna be the only one with a T-shirt right now. Me and Maka haven't even got ours yet.
right.
So we haven't even done our sister's T-shirt out yet. So because we haven't done a contest on the sisters channel yet, but now there is the very first off the hip T-shirt out there. Well, it would be. So
No,
Muff, if you will send me your address on Gmail to the same one you sent the video to, I will have your address. And as soon as Tim gets home and he can actually get it to the company to manufacture the T-shirt, it'll be sent to you by Monday.
mm,
All righty.
nice.
So do you want to, since this is, prime time, we did our 2 hours. Do you want to just mess with the chat for a half hour more? Do we end it? What do you feel comfortable doing tonight?
It's up to you, honestly, because I know you wasn't feeling well, so it's up to you. I can go longer, or we can end. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Well, if you're good to go a couple more minutes, I am too.
Mhm.
Did you see what Tim did to me last night, Maka?
Uh-uh.
He comes on our panel like he did to me the other day,
Yeah.
goes to leave and ends my live
Again?
again. We had 40 some odd people in there. And by the time he tells me, he's like, "Oh, Lori, I did it again." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Lori, he ended the damn stream." I was like, "Mother effer." But it was already 12:30. And people wanted us to go back live and reboot it, and we were going to, but then I'd have to reset up again and send it to everybody, and we already had everybody getting tired. So it was like,
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait. And it's like, that's it. Tim is not allowed on my StreamYard anymore.
He's been banned.
Yeah, that's twice. He keeps thinking it's his show. When he goes to hop off, he just hits the end. He doesn't even say goodbye either. He's just like, I'm out, click. He did that to me twice. Wasn't it on mine and your show he did it too?
Uh-huh.
Yes, we had a
Yeah.
great show going, and he just ends it. So we have 2 1-hour shows now. So people went and watched the second half, don't even realize how funny the first half was.
Mhm.
They didn't hear you saying that you have to swallow. You can't just suck dick. You have to swallow to keep your man happy and keep him for a long-term relationship.
Right.
They think I
That
did it. They're
that
used
was
to
good
Lori
advice.
talking about it. Yeah, I know.
Dang it.
So see,
What
guys,
the
Maka was talking about dick first.
You're just trying to blame it on me.
I just said you have to suck more than Christmas and birthdays. You say you got to swallow more than just birthdays. Oh, that was such an original idea, wrapping a body, though.
Yeah, I
And
really
it
like
came
that.
out good. The paper didn't even break or nothing. She
Uh-uh.
sat so still to be wrapped.
How many times have you done that, Muff?
Yeah, I was gonna, yeah. She's like, wrap it up. I'll take her.
Right?
Most of us will be unwrapping and be like, take it back. Take
Yeah.
it back.
Hey, Tiffany.
I did not send. No, someone didn't send Tim $20 to end it last night. He full of shit. Oh, she had to pay her to stay still.
Oh,
I believe it. Kids don't stand that still for mommy.
no. That's why I thought it was a doll at first because it wasn't moving. I was trying to look to see if it was breathing and everything. I couldn't see any of it. Like,
I
dang.
really did think it was a dead body at first. She set us out. I was like, we're all going to jail. Hey, Riffit, how you doing?
Rip it.
Try not to laugh, Savannah. I don't want you to start coughing.
No.
Well, hello, Tiffany. If we didn't catch you, it's hi again. If we did catch you.
Uh-oh. Was it Menace that sent the money?
Yeah, whatever. All right, so you guys know who you guys were picking. You picked number 2, which was Victoria and her washcloth wrapping, one-handed. Maca was number 1 with the pink paper. So you almost had Maca. You, of course, 5 was me. 8 was Muff. And number 9 was Purple. Those were who your finalists. Who you didn't vote for was Motivated, Tim, Rock On, and Denise.
Well,
But those were good too. Tim was never going to get when he just wadded his up in a ball and flipped it over. But I will tell you, he is so methodic when he's wrapping gifts. You have to remind him, Tim, how do we get into this sucker? Because he lines
oh,
up his seams. The paper has to match edge to edge where he cuts it. You have to make the look like it's one seam. I mean, he's really amazing rapper, but it takes you forever to get the damn shit undone. So we don't let him tape up that much anymore. And thank you, Motivated, for the ideal. Yep,
yes.
Denise was the Tootsie Roll wrapper with no tape. Motivated was the box, the camera it looked like. Then we
Yeah.
had Purple was the upholstery. Then me and Tim were the bluey. And then we had Rock On was the potato. So that's whose everybody video was.
Mhm.
Maka, you have beautiful hands, they say.
Oh, well, thank you, Kata.
That's all you're going to see of her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling my husband, I was like, don't show none of me. Don't show none of me.
Tim, I had to redo it because Tim was taping me. I said, babe, only our hands. And I never even thought that he should have taken off his watch, right? And we should have taped our because everybody knows our tattoos, and Tim was right there in your face to know who I was.
Mhm.
So people were cheating voting for me. Hey, Rip it.
Oh, you done good.
Eh.
You ain't right, Menace.
We already know everybody said he ain't right, even his wife. After she said that he eats booty and he was going against Eminem, saying that he don't know how to diss people, that Upchurch is the best disser in the whole world and Eminem sucks.
I heard that. Actually watched that live. I'm trying to catch up where I wasn't on, and I caught that. I can't believe it.
I know. If Eminem ever really saw what he said, oh, Menace is in big trouble.
Mhm.
Eminem's gonna get his ass.
Yep.
Well, he would probably like that.
Uh, no, you never know.
Wasn't he the one who, if you remember, now he admitted that he eats ass, but there was a time when we were trying to get him to admit that would you get your Red Wings or your chocolate lips? And he said neither. He
Well,
would rather put something in his mouth. He was going for the my voice box has been fucked up for life because I swallowed too deep. That's what he was really saying he wanted to be about. He doesn't realize is all of those are out there to be clipped.
uh-huh. I love when you do that voice.
It hurts so, because
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times, but
Yes.
usually if you take a day or two off to rest your throat after it's been shoved down a little too deep. Now,
Yes.
going deep, swallowing's easier. It just makes for that horse talking in the next day. Hi, all. It's me. This is how I talk on a regular. My voice box is suspended from all the dick shoved up against there. Makes me think of Sling Blade. He must have
Yeah.
had a lot of dick shoved in his mouth.
Yeah. A whole lot.
uh, it is
Just drink you
crazy.
some warm tea and honey, and it'll help a little bit.
I don't know when you get punched in the back of your throat with a dick that big for so long. I think your voice box is just going to stay there.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, I
because
could
if
see
that's the
it
only way you
cause
could talk.
damage.
Yep. If you go back, what's that little dingly thing from the back of your throat that hangs down?
Oh,
There's a name for it.
I always call it the boxing, what is it? Like the yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
it
you're
looks
talking
like
about.
a little punching bag. Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, you go past that and you start damaging the vocal cords way down deep in your throat, where we've
Mhm.
heard some rap musicians sing like this. Yeah, you're damaging forever and you're going to end up instead of I'm a rapper, it's going to be like, "Hey, I'm a rapper and this is how I talk from now on." So you got to be careful, guys. Never go past that dangly thing at the back of your throat.
No.
You might not gag anymore. You want to gag because you know why? The men love it. When you gag, your
Mhm.
throat gets opened a little bit more and they get a
Yes.
little bit further in, but they can damage you permanently in the back of your throat.
Yep. You gotta be extra careful with that
Yep. Go to the dangly little thing and then swallow from there.
dangly thing.
Yep. Hey, if you're putting a dangly thing in your mouth, don't go past the dangly thing in your mouth. I mean, how hard is it? That's easy instructions, right? The dangly dangling, the dangalang, can't go past the dangy dangalingy thing in the back of your throat. And then feed them ice cream, candy, pop
Mhm.
rocks, whatever, anything like that so that it comes out sweet. Don't put no garlic butter on steaks that night before that
No.
same night. Don't put a lot of salt because then that's like Spencer getting a dick that tastes like salt. You don't want to put salt on your food.
No.
So,
Plenty of
sugar,
sugar. Yep.
yep. Fruits, stay away from the uh Hey, we like our dangle. I want the dang-a-ling messing with the dangly in my dang mouth. That's a lot of dang.
Mhm.
Or wang, however you want to put it. That wanga thing, that wang-a-lang-a-dang-a-lang that's in your mouth. So leave our wang-a-lang and our dang-a-langs alone.
Right.
If I wanted to say uvula or larynx, I would say it. And why do they got to call it a uvula? That's so much like vulva. I don't
Is
want to
that
think of something dangling in my throat reminding me of something down below.
no. No, because that's what I thought that was.
Yeah, you keep your vulva away from my uvula. I don't want my uvula next to my vulva.
Oh my god.
Spencer had more fries tonight. Did you have extra salt tonight, Spencer?
Extra salty.
He said I had fries tonight. After he says Dick tastes like salty fries, then he goes, I had me some fries tonight. Extra salt.
Poor Spencer, he'll never live that one down.
He's not even knowing what the words we're talking about. Well, a dang-a-lang is another word for a dick, Spencer. It's called a dang-a-lang, a wang-a-thang, the one-eyed
Right.
monster,
When I
the
will.
lizard, the pocket snake, rocket launcher, the Cadillac, or it could be a Kia, depending on the size. I mean, could be one of those little Yugos. You go where you don't want it to go because there ain't nowhere it's going.
Right.
So Justice did soda. She did Coke with Pop Rocks around her man's dang-a-lang, and she said nothing happened.
Do what?
Well, you do Pop Rocks in your mouth and then put the dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
She added Coke to see if it would get an extra explosion. She said nothing
Uh,
happened. You might have choked though, so be careful. Depending on
yeah.
how deep, if he, like I said, if he goes back with the dang-a-lang to the dangly thing, and you got Coke and Pop Rocks, you could kill yourself. You could choke to death.
Yeah. Could be dangerous.
It is. What are some names you used to call it the dang-a-lang, Maka?
I think you named just about all of them.
You didn't have a special name for it when you were a teenager? I don't remember seeing any of that trouser snake or
The one eye Willie was one that was kind of popular.
ah. My grandmother was always like, "Now don't you be messing around with those dang-a-langs before you're a lot older, young lady."
Yeah.
It's like I don't want no dang-a-langs. I'm okay with a nice big old cock or dick, but I don't want no dang-a-langs. If it's dangling, it ain't doing me no good dangling.
No.
I want a straight shooter. I don't want no curve to the left or the right. I don't want no hood. Then I've got to take the hood off to see what's under it.
The hoods are the worst.
And all that damn dick cheese gets up underneath the hood, and you got to no,
Yeah.
I want a circumcised dang-a-lang.
I want to be able to see it top to bottom.
Oh yeah, Connie says it was called a pecker.
So,
Well, I have a pecker checker.
PP.
I
Yeah,
have a pecker
PP.
checker. Do you got a pecker checker? Check your pecker in the door, and I'll give it back to you when I'm done. I got the pecker checker, but I only got a 1-car garage. Ain't gonna fit 2 in.
Jim Dog. Yeah. Slim Jim. I've heard them called Slim Jim.
I've never heard it called a gym dog.
Mhm.
Here, have a lick of my gym dog. What? I don't want your gym dog. I thought you were Tom. Why would I want Jim's dog? Somebody came up and said, "Hey, would you like to, have a taste of little me?" And I'll be like, why would I want to put little me in my mouth? I'm thinking like that, or it's
Right.
like or would you like to have Big Steve in your mouth? And it's like, how am I going to fit a guy in my mouth? If you name your
Right.
dick, don't tell
Uh,
me the name
no.
till after we're done.
Right.
So Don't worry, Spencer. Tim has already been in there 27 times at least.
You must be scaring Spencer.
Rippet says, "You want to chase my chicken?" Ooh, that makes me think you of the chickens with those little. What are those things underneath their chin that flap that goes back and forth?
Oh,
That makes me think of some of the pictures we've all seen. That loose flap under the chicken's. No. Well, I know why your dick is curious. It's still trying to find where it's at itself, too, Menace. It knows where it's supposed to be, but it ain't found itself. So it's a curious George where it's got to be.
oh God.
Yeah, I don't like a wizard sleeve. I don't want to fuck Harry Potter. I don't want to pull back his cape to
No,
find his head.
no.
Just show me the head. Yeah, I don't want a gag flap for the panel.
Mm-mm. No.
One night there was somebody in the chat with me. We were in a chat, I think it was Tim's, and they started naming stuff for your vagina lips. So we just started going back and forth, all these different, from camel toe to the Great Deep Divide to the Grand Canyon cliffs to all kinds of things.
Oh my God.
Damn, Menace. So you're like a damn earthworm down there as you are up top too. That's sad. He says he's got all length and no girth. So definitely still he might be able to get it in, but ain't nobody gonna feel it. He'd have to sway his hips like a belly dancer to touch the sides of the walls if he's like the slender man. If a bitch calls her pussy stubbles, I'm out.
Oh God. Roast beef curtains.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Menace, you just said that you're all length and no girth. Girth is thickness. If you have no girth, that means you're a slim Jim. Nobody wants to fuck a slim Jim. I'm not macho man. Here, let me take a bite out of a slim Jim. No, thank you.
He bites that thing too.
No, he's into those slim Jims. I want me a bratwurst at least.
Right.
I need an adult. I need an adult. Muff did purple with her dead body. Oh, I don't bite.
Yes, rip it.
Riplet says if she hears a pussy squeak, it's out. She's out.
You
What
know
if it
something's
farts,
wrong.
Ripit? Because vaginas do fart.
Yep.
Some guys actually think it's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, big movie fan.
Hey, big
Don't
movie.
worry, I think enough words getting out on your channel, big movie fan, that they know you're not no porn site. You just do PG-17 and above movie clips. So,
They're terrifying.
do you know Menace didn't even know actually what a putty fart was? And we're like, hey, Lacey, it's actually just air that
Yeah,
is
that's
being
all it
shoved
was.
in because of the way most guys will deliberately grab your cheeks and spread them in and then go in deliberately to hear that.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's just
Yeah.
gross.
Not that you done the sound. Oh my God.
So if you guys hear that noise, you guys have let in too much air up into the cooter.
Oh my God.
I couldn't even make that sound again if I tried. All right, movie fan, you have a great day and thank you.
Oh my god.
Am I wrong though? That's what it
No,
sounds like.
it feels funny too.
What was that noise I did again? I can't remember. Like, I
That's
can't
Lacey
remember what the hell
screaming.
I said. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again.
Hey, Lacey. Oh, yes. Oh my god.
Spencer, if you hear that noise, it is not because the woman's too big. Oh, that's what Menace thought. A woman was too big if she did a pussy fart.
No,
No,
no.
she literally is because you guys are holding her open, coming
Yep.
in, sliding in, going.
Oh my god. Wonder how many people's gonna try this.
Poor Menace all this time thought it was because her pussy was too big. He wouldn't touch her, not realizing could be you had a little dick.
It's too much air getting up in there.
Yes, that's all it is air.
That's why you're not supposed to go too fast.
Nope. Because then you got that. And yes, you know they're going to do it if they're sitting there and they're like massaging your butt cheeks as they're pounding away at you and you're like doggy style. That's the when you're going to
Uh-huh,
get the most noises. And they're sitting there deliberately like squeezing your butt cheeks and like moving them open. It's
uh-huh.
because they're deliberately trying to get it as wide as they can. So as they come out, it's like one of those big old fat dogs sleeping and snoring.
Oh my god. Welcome in, everybody.
This is a woman's channel by women for women and men with advice.
Oh god.
Hey, Sin, we're talking about men has thought that a woman who did a vagina fart or a queef is because their vagina was big or his dick was too small. It's like, no, it's you're
Mhm.
deliberately opening her and letting in too much air with the
Yep.
suction. You go in wet, you come out, you're letting the air come in. So
Oh, Spencer, you've heard worse.
at least it's not going. If the damn pussy's doing that to you, you better run. She ain't seen a doctor in a while. You ain't taming that bitch.
Oh god.
And haven't you heard the old phrase, whistle while you work?
That's where it came from.
That's right. And the pussy ain't whistling and you ain't singing Dixie, something wrong. Oh, go pee my pants. That's what people in the chat are saying. Stop. I can't. I had that dick swallowed to fart last night. All those times we've heard Menace talk like that, who would have known? My pie says she should pay for these classes. Muff Pie says she's behind on pussy whistling. Well, Muff, you never, you got too much air in there if it's going. It should be more like. That's what a good pussy fart. Oh, a pussy can do many things, Spencer. You have no idea.
He has
It's
many
very
talents.
talented. Just wait till you go down to flick the little nub and know that you just had yourself a little bit of manna juice in your mouth. Because a clit used to be a dick. Even lesbians get a little taste of dick once in a while because they flick the bing.
You see what Rupert said?
Yeah, you go tell your wife you're sorry and get on your knees, bitch. Spencer's like, I'm having nightmares. Spencer, if you have nightmares on what a pussy can do, then that tells us a whole lot. You stick to your salty fry. But we can give you advice on how to take care of that salty fry too. Like I said,
Yeah,
when you put the dangalang, don't go too far to pass that dangly thing. That
right.
way the dangalang doesn't hurt that dangly thing and you don't talk like this for the rest of your life. Though they might want a butch.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. He ain't chasing kittens either. That's why women are so talented. We
Uh-huh.
have a higher pain tolerance. We can fart out of both ends. They can't. And they're just jealous of what we're about.
We can do it all and then some.
Spencer, do you know your ABCs? If not, you better start moving your tongue going A, B, and learn how to talk with just vibration. So the tip of your tongue has to go in the letter of the alphabet across the vagina.
Yep.
Muff, my voice is so good at that because I've had lots of practice. Tim has taken it a little past where he's supposed to a couple times. You hear anybody else on the internet talking like that, you know they've accepted a lot of dick down that throat too. But if it's stuck like that forever, you know that the dick has been there every night.
Yep.
I'm almost jealous. Uh, Spencer skipped the ABCs, went straight to D. The cooler is the only thing you can stretch out to the size and give life and shrink back. You to the size of a wangle. First of all, I've never my pussy's not a cooler. It ain't nothing cold down there.
Uh-uh. I mean, you can make it cold, but I mean,
Yeah, ice cubes are good.
uh-huh.
And Spencer, let me tell you something. If you don't know what an ice cube's for, not the gigantic fist
No.
size, but the little small cubes, you
Uh-huh.
can put a couple up inside of a woman and then shove your dick right in behind it. It's called hot and cold or fire and ice. And as the ice melts against the hotness from the juices from man and woman mingling together,
Uh-huh.
it's a sensation for both.
Yes. And she will enjoy.
Oh yeah, he does too. He'll go in all nice and hot and all of a sudden come up against that frigidness and then all of a sudden as it melts and then you
Uh,
got a nice drink after you're done really quick, come back down, put your mouth up against it and swallow it whole. It'll be melted, so it's just like a warm glass of water
oh.
with a little protein mixed in. Do you like men who snowball, Maka?
Huh?
Do you like men who snowball?
I know this is going to sound stupid, but what is snowball?
It's when they come inside and then they go down and eat you out and like clean you up.
Uh, no,
That
not
makes me
really.
think, yeah, to me, that's more like a guy that likes to swallow jizz.
Yeah. I mean, if it, like, I mean, no.
They call it a snowball because, it's white and you know how
Yeah.
it rolls and to get bigger and bigger. Well, after they shoot it, it rolls back out of you and they go down and they suck it out. And yeah,
Uh,
it's nasty. To
yeah.
me, I think a guy would drink his own ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah, suspect.
I mean, if they're bi, I mean, I guess I could kind of see it, like, if you're into that, but no.
They drink their own stuff.
Mm.
Well, I guess it's better than somebody else's.
Yeah.
I mean, you are keeping it in the family. Okay, that was bad because he's swallowing his own kid. He dropped the kids off and then picked them back up. That would have been a bad.
God.
Here, I dropped the kids off at the swimming pool. Here, let me pick them up.
Oh my God. Us? Now listen, Menace, we are not elders.
Nope.
We are far from elders. Thank
We
you
have to be
very
in our
much.
60s to be considered elder, 70s and 80s to be elderly.
Right.
Since like, what the fuck? Lacey's laughing so hard. She's like, she said earlier, I've only been here 2 minutes and my sides are hurting from laughing. I don't know where that came from. I have never thought about Dragon said this chicken noodle soup.
Hey, Sunflower, welcome in.
Hey, she slurps the noodles in and he sucks the noodles out. It all comes from a noodle. No, you cannot be a senior citizen at 50. Spencer, you can't even get a discount until you're 65. That's a senior citizen. 50 is middle age. Menace, you just mad because you're one of those hands-on daddies. You drop the kids off and you slurp them back up. He's like, I ain't giving my kids away.
Oh my
Menace
God.
is stingy.
Oh God.
Oh, oh, that hurt. That one hurt. That was funny though. Kind of gross, but it's like when we swallow, when we laugh, it's not our laugh you're hearing.
Right.
You can hear all the kids. When I laugh, it sounds like a playground.
All those children.
So, all you women and men who swallow, just think about what you're doing. You're keeping the kids safe. Now you know why the old people with the loofahs, where they got it from, is because they got to that age after they went from your guys that are prudes to our age to their age. There's stages. One, you get embarrassed when people talk about sex. Then you get to the age where you just don't give a care about talking. And then when you get to that age where you're going to fuck everything that walks just to get it in before it's too late.
Yep.
Whatever. You just mad that I busted you out for being an overprotective daddy too. You're a true caregiver, Alpha.
Save the children.
Hashtag they'll never be. Nobody can hurt them as bad as you can. And nobody can keep them as safe as you can.
Oh,
Makes make sure that shit tasted it. Age sure don't make that shit taste any better. That's true, Rip It. Semen doesn't get any better with age, let me tell you.
Oh,
I think as they get older too, like your eggs, they get too old. I think sperm has a shelf life too. Then it's just better to spit. Once you've been married long enough, you ain't worried about that forever anymore. Spit. Don't swallow. It's like, okay, now I'll just take the tip, baby. Well, why can't I go in deep? Nope. I know what you're going to do. You're going to put it in deep, grab the back of my head, and then you're going, oops, I'm sorry. Yeah. Say, sorry, I wasn't babysitting forever for you anymore. I raised your kids and you get to do it now. Take it back. Or you'll do it and then I'll hold it and then we'll go to kiss and I'll just spit it back in your mouth. I'm returning your kids. I'm only a babysitter. I am not the mother.
oh God.
Yeah, I saw it, Victoria. We'll take care of that later. Muff Pie says that's not even nice. Ooh, Lacey's right. That could be considered secondhand cannibalism.
Oh,
So if we swallow, are we known as cannibals? We are eating
I thought
humans.
about that. Yeah.
Damn, we all some cannibals, men and women on here. It just gets saltier, and if not released, it gets cranky. I would think so too, Lacey. I
Yeah.
would think if you spit it back in their mouth, that is secondhand cannibalism.
Yeah.
Menace, what would you call it? We know that's happened to you a time or two. Let me turkey base your throat, baby. That's what Ruby said. Baby, this isn't a dick. I promise. It's just a turkey baster. Let me baste your throat. There'll be some woman that'll be dumb enough to be like, "Oh, is that already okay? As long as it's not a penis, I'm a virgin. I don't
Right.
suck dick."
Right.
Oh, Rip It's taken the fifth, so she's returned the kids back to the rightful fathers. You ain't knocking me up, bitch. I'm sorry, Lacey. One of those kids got stuck in my throat. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to go to hell because it's not a real baby yet until
Right.
conception.
Right.
Now, well, no, because it never touches the egg when it's in my stomach. As long as it doesn't go in the cooter and then back into menaces or another. Look, if a guy don't shoot it up and then eat it, it never gets mixed. So technically, I don't think it'd be cannibalism because only people like Menace who suck it out because it's already had a chance to touch an egg and he slurped it back up before it could stay. So as his swimmer swam upstream, he blew him back downstream. So it's like a reverse blowjob, I guess.
El reverso.
You never heard a woman do it now to a female woman's oh, now you did. Oh, honey, don't you know? We could talk like all kinds of little women. Now you guys can talk like women too. We just got to grab your balls.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully you know you're living like this. Beginning tips. I'm playing dirty, Lori. You better back up your files. I'm buying a Lambo. I have Life Alert. My identity is safe. I pay for Life Alert monthly. Motivator's got the weirdest boner right now, thinking of taking his kids to the swimming pool and picking him back up. Well, all righty. And look, Menace is like, I'm right here. I'm right here. not life alert. What's it called? Why did I say life alert? It's the credit alert, or what's that? Life.
Oh,
It
the
is life alert, or what's it called?
hmm,
It keeps your identity safe.
I can't think of the name of it.
Me either. I thought it was life alert or lifeline. Life. I don't know now. Motivate's like, see, why you got to say it like that? Because that's what you meant when you said it. No, Menace, that's what your dick said. The last time it saw pussy. Help, I've fallen and I can't get it up. Lifelock. That's what it is.
Okay,
Thanks,
yep.
Victoria. Not life alert, lifelock.
I was trying to look it up.
Help. I'm falling and I can't get
Help me, help me.
it. That's right. His wife says, are we ever going to get started? And Menace is like, what do you mean? I'm already done.
That's
Motivated says,
bad.
don't stand in the way of mine and it Menace's love. Oh,
Don't oppress.
yeah. Motivated is going to
Oh,
babysit the kids for a while and the Menace is going to pick them up. Or is that the opposite? Motivated, are you dropping and picking up?
I always love seeing Love Blossom on YouTube.
Oh, Sin said it first. I do too. I find it strange, but when you could get two pump chumps together so that they get four pump chumps.
Mm.
So Menace just said it. Him and MOL are both two pump chumps who gave each other four pumps in a hump. Menace, no ding dong in here. It's all tag team action tonight. Whoa, all right. Motivated says, no, Menace, we are not all about the two pump chumps. He's going to give you four to begin with, Menace. Sends a mouthful that she'd like to gag on. Okay. Well,
Oh my.
I don't know if you could actually gag on that one, Rip It. He sweats a lot, so well, you might gag. I said dang-a-lang. I did not say ding ding. My glasses are on, Menace. I know what you said. You said you two are both going to give each other two chump pumps and you'll make it into four. Motivated's taking a shower with his clothes on. He said, Menace is coming over. I'm just going to have my clothes on. Oh, man. Look at off this hook. Look, off the hip goes way off. We went from off the hip to
Out in the
off
left
the
lane.
clothes. Yeah. I mean, this is off the dang-a-lang-a-lang to the dangalangs. All because Maka said you had to swallow.
Why are you blaming this on me? Now this was all you. Mine was last time. This one's all you.
All right, yeah, I'll take this one. So I'm just feeding off the last one because Tim ended our stream on us. Why do we need church? You're in here laughing, Lacey. She says, I don't have to worry about church. I'm fucking the minister, so I'm good. Oh, Spencer, it usually is on both of us. If we're swallowing and any runs out, it ends up on both of us. I've had a little on me at times. How about you, Monica?
Yeah, you. Sometimes it spills out.
Yep. Hey, this isn't the gutter purple. This is actual womanly advice for women and men. Menace spits more out of his mouth than his dick. Ew. Uh, Menace, I'm just believing it's never going to happen because every time I get up to like 9:58, 9:59, it takes me back down to 9:54. It's not letting me go past the 5. It's like, nope, because we know that she doesn't need to be monetized. We're just going to keep her. Slap a hoe down. I am Native American. I'm from the Slapaho tribe. Bend me over, give me a slap. This hoe's here to stay. Savannah says, I have a bad gag reflex, but my old man can't go that far, so I don't have to worry. He's going to kill you, Savannah, talking about his little man.
Hey, he can do the hunklebuck or the hunk. What is it? Is it a hunklebuck?
The hucklebuck, yeah.
Hucklebuck. He can do the hucklebuck.
Menace, your wife is chief disbelief. Every time you drop your chores, she disbelieves that she married you, thinking she's going to get some dick. I am Slapaho. Your wife is chief disbelief. Ripper keeps extra toothbrushes at her house. Menace is like, quit talking to my wife on the phone. Man. Prime time. See, that's why we waited tonight. We could go prime time and
Yeah.
it's after 6. Do you know where your children are at? Menace is like, yeah. Burp. Yeah, there goes one. Give me.
Give me a minute. I can't talk. I'm full.
She did a man's. My mouth is full. Menace. You should never talk with your mouth full. Didn't your mama teach you any manners? My mom always said, Lori, when your mouth is full, don't try to talk. Swallow before you talk. Yes,
That's
mama.
why. That's why it got spilt.
That's right. That's why I only have 2 kids, mama. I listen to you. Don't you be blaming me why I don't have more grandkids. Well, mama, I couldn't give you more. You told me to swallow with my mouth shut. Menace is like, I left. He's like, he ain't gonna try writing in the chat. He could be burping right now. Let me see. Burp. Oh, that was, yep, that was a she. Oh, no, that was a little dick. Oh, no, that. I've got, okay, I've got 3 boys, 2 girls. No purple. Savannah's like, I got mouthwash for my kids. Let me see what you said, purple.
Oh, God.
Let's see. What did she last say? We jumped off the hip and landed in the gutter. We're not in the gutter. We're speaking truth.
Let's see. It's at 10:58, I think.
Yeah. That was the one about jumped off the hip. Oh, this is off the hip, way past the rails. I'm reporting Lori did the BBB. He likes the big black boobs. What are they going to do me? Beat me upside the head with the triple B's? The big boobs? Sorry, I'm not into BBBs. BWCs. I'm like the BWCs. I'm a BWC kind of girl. It's big black boobies, Spencer. It's the big black boobies. MTP, do your burps smell like ocean water and dogwood trees? Menace already knows I like the BWCs. Sometimes you just gotta have a little BWC.
Oh my God.
Menace, you should know. I heard from your. He's into the BBCs, the BBBs, the BWC. He'll take it any way he can get it. Menace, would you like a little BWC tonight? It's raining cock. Hallelujah. That's Menace's. That gets played in Menace's bedroom. The lights go down low.
Oh my God.
Oh, there is no such thing as bad boobies, Spencer, unless you're messing with like this 80-year-olds.
Yeah. Then they're down
Shout
at
out
the
to
table
Menace for the
30
BWCs. Hell yeah, Menace. Join us.
seconds.
You're one of us.
Welcome, welcome.
We are family. Every time Menace swallows, that's what he says. We keeping it in the family. Yes, unless it's your mom, Menace, like Rippet said, then you don't want to celebrate.
Yeah.
Then it's more sibling genocide.
See, Purple said, she said, take my lingerie and spandex
And go
shorts.
back to the club with handcuffs.
Yeah.
Damn. She getting down in line. She's like that Jodie Foster movie at the bar, but she's like, boys, here's my handcuffs. You don't have to throw me up against the ping pong machine. You can just take me on the table. Menacing is now swallow, bitch. Whoa, Rip saying menace
Oh,
swallow, bitch. Justice is saying, yeah, here's your ding dong ditch, bitch.
she said, I'll wipe
She's
the chin.
poor Menace. Sin ran. I know he's still lurking in the back. He's like, I'm just gonna wait till it's a little safer. Damn, she even gonna say please. She goes, you can take my eggs. I'm not taking your kids. Oh, she showed up to the bar on Halloween one night like that. And
Oh,
lingerie? Damn. Bet you had some good times that night. Did you take pictures? Share. Purple took pictures for everybody. I'll whip it for rip it. So whippets are where you swallow, right? You have to like do a whippet. So he's talking about he swallows for sure now.
yeah.
All right. Motivate's like, this is my girlfriend, Steve. So he goes like this. Hey all, this is my girlfriend Steve. With his little wrist all limp and his pinky up in the air, his butt sticking out in the air. Girlfriend, how you doing? Give me that protein shake. Heaven's lonely. Why? Because you a star. You must have fallen from heaven, girlfriend. Here, I got a purse. Would you like to hold my balls? He looks at Menace and he's like, ooh, that dimple in your chin. Oh, baby, that's perfect for my nuts to rest.
I always wondered why men had those. Now that explains it.
Yeah, it's a ball rest.
All rest.
Or, depending on how big your lips are, it could be a cooter. Here, let me rest my cooter tutor. It's my It's my cooter pooter too. Hold my cooter for me for a second. Or if there's a really big dimple, it's a cup holder. When it runs out, they've got a place that they can slurp it up. Menace is leaving our team. He's going where he can get some more pooter juice.
Go get plenty. Or no, never mind. I'm not gonna say
Oh, he'll get lots of pooter juice. There's a bunch of poosays. He's
it.
going to get
That's
his
what I was
cooter
gonna
juice. I'm joining the team. I really am not gay. I want the pooter juice. The pooter cooter. What, Menace, if you use the pooter, it's because you like it in the ass. The pooter is where you poot from the fart. Yeah, I know cooters do a little pooter, but yeah.
say. Oh, hey, blessed mama.
Spencer, yeah, you're proud. Hey, bless mama. How you doing? Uh, Motivated, feels so oppressed. You better pray Richard Simmons doesn't catch wind. Hey, he's had enough balls on his chin. He don't need to catch wind.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin, we know he's been listening in the background. He wants to be sniffing all those cooter pooters and the back end of those horse costumes. Now, Spencer, think
Oh,
about it. Vaginas are so magically wonderful. They give life, they give pussy farts, you know,
they're
they know how to,
magically delicious too.
yeah, they're a garage for your vehicle, whether it's an oldie, a classic, a new one, it's a sports car, or it's a cheap little 9,000 Versa. What can I say? Uh, oh, you're not into costumes no more, Dustin? Okay. Trust me, Dustin, if you wanted to have sex with what do they call it, Furbies? People who like to dress up in costumes, we know why you wanted to put women in horse costumes. At least you were straight. You were just going to use the costumes as a way to be eating those asses. We know you into eating women's butts. Thanks for slandering me, you malicious trolls. Hey, we only took your own words. Damn, minute, stop. I could smell your kids from here. Go change the diapers. Furries, that's what they're called.
Oh yeah, furries.
No, I think Rip It got your lips wet, Menace. I don't think you got her lips wet. I think she got you wet. That could just be your Tampax leaking. We know you wanted to get Red Wings somehow.
Need to change your brand up.
That's true. Spencer, the first time you ever have pussy, well, pussy's going to really have you. Let me just say, no man ever really gets pussy. Pussy ends up taking over every man. One way or another, you pay for that pussy. You just remember that. Pussy is not free.
No.
One way or another, you must pay for the pussy.
Right.
It don't even have to be a dollar bill, like some of these broke hoes.
Right.
You buy him dinner, you just paid for some pussy. You buy him drinks at the bar, you literally paid for that pussy.
Yep.
You put a ring on that finger, you definitely paid for that
Oh
pussy.
yeah. All the
You
way.
you buy him a flower, some roses, you're paying for that pussy. So you know what? You're a John. All men are Johns. All us women are expensive hoes these days. We are hoes because
Oh,
you got to pay to
yep.
play. We ain't just gonna walk up and say, drop our drawers and say, okay, here, bitch, please, you gotta work for that shit.
Heck yeah. Gotta work, work.
And you ain't just gonna stick your dick in either. You're still gonna, even after you got that and you bought that pussy, you're still gonna have to pay some more, Spencer. You better learn how to juggle your tongue, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your fingers, your tongues, learn how to spank, softly pull hair. Always pull at the base of the skull. Do not pull at the tips
No.
of the hair.
Yes.
So have them put a ponytail on. And your first time, because it's going to be fast, do it doggy style. That way she gets a little bit more pleasure out of it because you can grab her by the back of her ponytail.
Nope. At
And you
least
do want to slap her on the ass, but not enough to leave it like your hand mark, just enough to make it a little sting. That's right. I'm always got your back, Menace. Oh, I'm sure there's some females, their cooter is like,
ugh,
well, there's some pictures around, bless mama. We could show you. Yeah,
mhm, pretty bad.
yeah. They hang so low that their thighs are fire curtains so that they don't spark. They definitely have some meat curtains. Well, I'm glad we made you all laugh today. Damn, we were on for 3 hours,
Oh my
Maka.
gosh.
We definitely went prime time. My God, it's already 10 o'clock.
Oh,
Holy cow. Prime time's fun.
yeah. Yeah.
uh, let's see. Oops. It's tonight the So, Rick and Moses are live tonight. If you want to go over there, the Rick and Moses show is going on. Dan's live. I'm sure you'll find a lot more people live. So, if you guys want to go hang out, uh, go over there, show some love, and enjoy the rest of your nights. Maka,
Yeah.
anything you want to tell them?
Uh, Thanks everybody for stopping in and congrats to Muff on the win. And thanks for all the entries. And y'all stay safe and we'll see y'all around.
True, true, true. All right, guys, don't forget, I have the grandbaby this weekend, so I won't be going live. Me and Brookie might have our show tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll get with Brookie, and if so, I'll put it out on my community post in the morning. Otherwise, I'll be around in chats, but I won't be live until Sunday night or Monday. Anyways, you all have a blessed night. Know that we appreciate you because without you guys, well, we could still have fun, me and Maka, but it's always better to entertain with all of you.
Yes.
So, Menace, thank you for always picking up your kids and never leaving your babysitter overworked, having the kids longer than she needs to have them. Um, we're just going to call you Snowball from now on. So, and Spencer, quit being afraid of the pussy. It only
Yes.
bites if you ask it to.
Correct.
So, but other than that, you'll be fine. So, everybody else, Muff, congrats on the win. Thank you, everybody who submitted. Hopefully, you all do it the next time. Everybody submits. Then Tim will turn what? Wait, maybe he'll want to go outside. Then Tim turn that what he said. Okay. But I'm about to say that. That's right, Simon. I've heard somebody using my phrase too, but you can't stay. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So have a blessed one, and we will catch you next week. Same. I don't know if we're going to do prime time from now on or stick to where we were at.
Uh-huh. I
We
kind
will
of like,
let you know.
yep.
All right. Well, once again, thank you, Maka, for being my co-host, my partner.
Thank you for having me.